pulled up, I was like, wow, this house is nice. And then I started looking at it, and that's when it all started going downhill and only got worse from there. Check this out. All right, I can't even believe that I'm looking at what I'm looking at. This is a cantilevered deck. So those pieces you see sticking out there are the cantilevers, and you can't just nail extensions onto those. That right there is nothing right about that, and that is unsafe. And it only gets worse. All right, I noticed this wall right here is leaning inward. I'm not exactly sure why, it just is leaning.
When you start seeing things like that, you might as well walk away from the property. If they couldn't even put a nail correct, then you can just assume what they did behind the walls. Just walk away at that point.
If they attached the other part of the deck, they just scabbed that together. And then over here, they just scabbed a post to another post. That's a big bunch of no. Check this out. There's no ledger bolts of any kind. And then look at this joist. They nailed it, but it's not even in the joist itself. They just missed it completely. I can't believe how horrible this workmanship is. There is no ledger flashing. The door frames aren't flashed.
I also see that a lot with properties that the bank owns. When a bank owns a property, sometimes they rent them out, and during the time that they rent out these properties, if they ever need repairs, the work is just horrible. They hire the cheapest guy, and I've seen this because I personally bought a house that was owned by the bank, and the work is horrible. Till this day, I'm still finding new stuff that they didn't correct. So, if you see a property by a flipper or a bank, be very careful.
Well, unfortunately, this deal just unalived itself right before my eyes.